Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another vlogtastic vlog. My cat's under the tripod. I thought she was going to sit on my lap for this, but whatever. And yeah, today we have a pretty good one, and I got lots of kaiju fans out there. That's kind of what I built my channels on. So, we're going to talk about a little bit of list action. You know, Legendary's MonsterVerse, their Godzilla, King Kong expanded universe thing they have going on. Well, it needs more than Godzilla and King Kong to keep it afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Godzilla and Kong Skull Island are already out. The next Godzilla movie is going to come out, then Godzilla vs. Kong, then maybe something like Destroy All Monsters, and where do you go from there, huh? And you might even need more before Destroy All Monsters. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe another Kong movie, but it's not going to be enough. So, I'm going to talk about some movies that the MonsterVerse needs that aren't Godzilla or Kong. You know, they aren't Godzilla or Kong. Movies from MonsterVerse that aren't Godzilla or Kong. First up, Rodan. Yeah, we should have a fucking Rodan movie. I think we should have Rodan before Godzilla 2, actually. Because Rodan is confirmed, has been confirmed a long time to be in Godzilla 2. Super confirmed in Kong Skull Island after credits scene. But, like, Rodan was first created in a solo film. Rodan has a solo movie. A Rodan remake would be pretty awesome, I think. And just Rodan, right? Another obvious one, Mothra. We need a solo Mothra movie from Legendary. Mothra had a solo Showa film, 3 Showa Heisei films, no Millennium film, but it's whatever. But yeah, a Mothra solo film could definitely work. It's worked several times. It can happen, people. It can happen. Another one, lots you might not be thinking about, War of the Gargantuas. Yes, War of the Gargantuas is the sequel to Frankenstein Conquers the Earth, aka Frankenstein vs. Baragon. And while the Frankenstein movie is it's aight, War of the Gargantuas is pretty dope. It's a really good film. And don't you think they could just explain the Gargantuas so much easier? Instead of growing from parts of Frankenstein, which was kind of weird, the Gargantuas could be like in the same genus as Kong, because they are very ape-like, but they could be a different species. So, same genus, different species. It would be very easy to explain the Gargantuas. They could have kind of a beef with Kong, but Kong could team up with Sanda to take down Gyla, maybe. And Gyla could be like much bigger than Kong and Sanda are. You could even make a Kong movie out of it if you really wanted. But War of the Gargantuas, I think, would really work out in this MonsterVerse. And they already have rights to lots of Toho monsters. It's not like they've ever remade War of the Gargantuas or anything, so I'd like to see what happens. I'd like to try it and see what happens. Now, this next one's a little out there. Probably never going to happen. In fact, I'm positive it won't. But one good monster they can include is the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, Rhetosaurus. If you haven't seen the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, it's a great film. One of the 2 films that inspired the creation of Godzilla in the first place. Beast from 20,000 Fathoms and King Kong 1933. So, ooh, this is my girl. No! She's going to knock my drink over.
Kitty! No! Kitty! No, Kitty! No, Kitty!
But yeah, Rhetosaurus is exactly the type of monster that they have in MonsterVerse. All the creatures in MonsterVerse are like prehistoric type animals that... The cat's touching the camera. Prehistoric type animals that have been awakened from their slumber. And that's exactly what happens in the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. It's frozen in a block of ice and it wakes up. But the monster isn't the biggest threat in that movie. The biggest threat in that movie is its blood. Like, whenever they shoot it, its blood splatters, and its blood has this contagion in it that humans just don't have a... they've never encountered it before, so they don't have a resistance to it, you know? And, you know, it could... That's a real different thing about that movie. Makes it harder to kill that monster. Kind of justifies its invulnerability a little bit. And it's just a cool looking creature. And Ray Harryhausen was one of the people, he and Willis O'Brien, who inspired Godzilla. And having Rahedosaurus meet Godzilla like Kong has, the other creature that inspired it, is really just, something that they should do. And getting the rights to Rahedosaurus would be easy. I mean, it's based off a short story by Ray Bradbury. No, it's also not a bad short story. I've read it. It's not bad. I think the rights would be pretty easy to get, honestly. They just have to want to. They just have to want to. And the last film I think they could do is maybe just like a Monarch movie. I don't know what you would go for with the title, but, Monarch is the organization that's studying these creatures and trying to destroy them. The ones that, they're the ones that kind of tie this universe together. Monarch was a big presence in Godzilla, a huge presence in Kong Skull Island, and it worked. It's working. And Monarch could get their own film easily, and I know exactly how they could do it. Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla pretty much has to appear in MonsterVerse. There's never been a series of Godzilla films that did not have at least one Mechagodzilla movie. At least one. Showa had 2, Heisei had 1, and Millennium had 2. So, every Godzilla series needs King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla. Every series needs those 3. In some way, shape, or form. And a Monarch movie where Mechagodzilla and its pilots are the main characters, and they go around fighting minor monsters like AREN, Gorosaurus, things like that. Lesser known monsters from the Godzilla universe that aren't as powerful. That'd be pretty fucking cool, right? That'd be pretty cool, because Godzilla and Kong, they can't save them from everything. And it would just add another movie in the franchise that, once again, is not Godzilla or Kong. You're gonna have to have something that's not Godzilla or Kong if you want to call it an expanded universe. It's not an expanded universe if it's only 2 characters. It's really not. So, yeah, those are the films I think we should have. Rodan, Mothra, War of the Gargantuas, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which I'm positive won't happen, but it's a good idea. And, like, some kind of Monarch Mechagodzilla film. Or Mogera, even. But Mechagodzilla would bring more people to the theater. You know what I'm saying? Plus, a Mechagodzilla solo film seems like it's weird that we haven't had one, almost. Since most Mechagodzillas are created by humans for the intent of destroying monsters. I mean, a Mechagodzilla movie without Godzilla. It's just odd. But, yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. Give like for Kong, bitches. Skull Island. Tell me what you thought of Skull Island. It was pretty dope. I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll be seeing you all later.